Today, we have a mystery clutch of baby snakes hatching. I've been coming in our old school incubator. Yes, I actually use these all the time. And look at the babies' noses. Oh, wow, so many of them are pipped. All right, so we're going to get in there just so that none of them drown. Make sure that they're okay. Can you grab me a new razor blade from there and then close the lid for me? Let's bring you over here. Whew, guys, we have been busy. And I'll tell you what, with hatching season in full swing, we have been getting a ton of inquiries and stuff, which is great. Thank you guys so much for your interest in our new baby super dwarfs. I love it. Let's see, I need better light. Let's come over here. However, if you want the fastest response and best response, then hit me up on email. We've been super busy and very short-handed around here lately. So that's info@reachoutreptiles.com. Okay, let's get into some of these babies. I'm gonna put them right here. How are we gonna do this? Let me see. Hey, baby gal, what's going on? Grab that for me. And then can you stand over here and maybe film this one for me? Look at these cute babies. This is really cool. Wait till I show you these little noses sticking out. It's the cutest thing ever. We're gonna switch cameras. Look at that. All right, take a look at these guys. Look at all the little slopsher slasher cut marks on here. Too much cuteness. Here, I can kind of do it this way. Aim it at you guys. So many. So here's the deal. Both mom and dad are super, super high percentage. Actually, mom is behind us. Let me pull it out. But the dad is an Anery Platinum that's 100% het for purple albino. And the mom is one of our favorite bloodlines from Richard Bilbo. That's also 75% super dwarf with some jamp sauce on top. But we don't know what she is. She's pos double het, purple, and Anery. I'm really crossing my fingers for some purple albinos. Let's see here. Don't tell OSHA about this. See if you can see any babies popping out.
We got some noses here.
Super cute. Don't tell me if there's any albinos. I haven't seen any albinos yet, and I want...
We got some bubbles.
I thought you were about to tell me. I was like, I just said don't tell me. Yeah, they're all blowing bubbles. They're looking ready to rock. Mama thinks she's going to eat. Oh my goodness. Stop it. Come here, kid. What do you guys see? Let us know in the comments section. You see some Anerys? So we'll have platinums and normals. Even if she's het for nothing, there'll be platinum het Anery, pos het purples. But what we're hoping is that we see some platinum Anerys, some platinum purples, and that's really going to give us a good idea about what to do with mom in the future here. Oh, come here, kid. Check out the mom here. This is her. This is Lauren, named after Lauren that used to work here. She's a beautiful, tiny little female. So really excited if we can make something like albinos out of her. The Anerys, obviously I love Anerys. I like them probably more than albinos, honestly. But it's easy to find a small female that has Anery in it because that morph is naturally occurring on the superdwarf islands. Purple albino, not so much. So when you get a really good small female like that, you want an albino. So let's just go down the line. We're gonna open these up. You can see a lot of these babies are cutting on their own, and that's awesome, but we want to open them up. The idea is once they cut that inner shell and membrane, and this can get messy, guys, so a little warning there, they need to start breathing, and that's what all the bubbles are. So I see a platinum there. Beautiful. Very cool. I love these tiny, tiny bloodlines. So as small as the mom is, dad is probably a foot shorter than her, believe it or not. And they're both older animals. Like the mom, this is multiple clutches, and she's 6 years old and stuff like that. We just haven't had a chance to prove her out albino. I think the one breeding we did that might have made albinos, we got like 3 eggs out of her that year for whatever reason. So big clutch for a little girl this year. Oh ho 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 ho. Okay, guys, this thing, I don't know if you notice, it looks like lavender color almost. Not lavender albino, but like the actual color lavender. Let me see here. Hi, there you are. We don't even have to open you up. This is a platinum Anery. So 2 possible recessive, and we got Anery right there. So this means already we now know, since Dad was a platinum Anery that's het purple, we now know that she is at least a het Anery, because we have another platinum Anery posset purple right there. But I want to get a visual. A snow would be great, especially with platinum. But really what I want is to just be able to pick my own beautiful albino, hopefully platinum albino, that's high percentage. What do you guys think in the comments? Anyone in the comments section with us today?
Yeah.
Check it out. That's another platinum Anery. So since he's a visual Anery and she's a het, that means half the babies will now be Anerys. You can see the difference between the platinum Anery.
It is a little dark on camera, so there's not too much of a difference. Not directly under light.
Okay, hold on. Follow along. There we go. Now we're in like operating room lighting. How's that, guys?
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
We want to make sure these guys are out and breathing. But I will show you. I'm using these because my fingers are way too fat for these tiny babies. This is a platinum. And this, next to it, is a platinum Anery. So you can see big color difference there. I really love what the Anery does. How about you guys? Hit that like button if you like Anery. It's so cool to me, too, that it's a naturally occurring mutation. You know, like they don't see purple albinos run around outside in the wild. They usually get picked off and can't camouflage well and things like that. So it's pretty rare that something like that survives. But Anery, on an island with a bunch of coral reefs and rocks and stuff like that, can actually be quite advantageous. And so that's really fun. That's one of the things. I love the history side of things. Okay, another platinum Anery. My goodness.
3 back to back.
I know. That's awesome. Now, if there's albinos, it's het to het. So that means best case scenario, 1 in 4 is albinos. So far, we're falling behind on the odds. No albinos. That's not a good sign. Let's see if we can make up for it here.
Brian's Reptile says the platinum has a little heart on it.
Oh, yeah? That's awesome. These guys, what's cool about superdwarfs, too, look at this. Hello. Popping out to say hi. I guess we don't need to open you up anymore. Yeah, you're ready to jump. Look at you. The superdwarfs have a high saddle count, which means they have more pattern on them than others. So this is just a totally normal. Look how beautiful it is. But you can see the platinum is like the orangey bright color. That's a wild type. All right, egg number 13. Very unlucky, but maybe not in this case. Let's cross our fingers, guys. This one did not cut yet. Hopefully it's okay in there. It's got lots of fluid. That's good. The dangerous thing when they're hatching usually is that they can cut through the inner membrane, which is just like goo, slime, but then they can't cut the outer membrane, and then they end up drowning because they cut off their own, you know, those veins to the eggshell is what you see, the color, the blood.
The unlucky number 13 is definitely not YouTube friendly.
Not YouTube friendly, no, but it's actually pretty interesting. Look here. So see the network of veins? That's the inner membrane. And what they'll do is they'll slice through that, and these veins are very bright red because it's oxygenated blood that's going in through the umbilical cord of the snake and giving that baby oxygen. So if they cut through that, but then they don't cut the outer membrane, they're in trouble.
What was number 13?
This looks like a normal. So, yep, not great. Okay. Science. The more you know. Here, we'll hit number 7. Maybe 7 is luckier. It's supposed to be anyways, right?
I don't know, 5's my lucky number.
5 is your lucky number. How'd that come about?
It was my number whenever I played soccer.
Oh, okay. Trying to get in here to these babies pretty quick. See what's going on. You guys are seeing it before me. I'm looking at all the eggshell. Oh, another normal. Okay, we're backing down on the odds. This is a lot of eggs now. We've got
Nick's wondering when will
0
these guys
albinos.
be available.
They got to eat 6 times, so you're going to have to ask them. Actually, you can call in and purchase one now. You can put a deposit on one, but they will not ship until after they're well-established eating, which for us means a minimum of 6 meals.
Bama's curious if 13 was moving and alive.
Yeah, it's moving. She's here. She's good. That's a sleepy baby. That one hadn't cut yet at all. It's still tucked in and everything like that. So the ones that are like ready to jump out of the eggs, these are the ones that are already cut. They've probably been sitting there for 6 hours thinking about whether or not they should jump out or not. Some of them have yet to absorb their yolks, so they'll sit in the eggs until they do that. So we don't pull them all the way out of the eggs. We just make sure that they wake up and are breathing and get going. Oh, I thought that was an albino for a second because it was white, but it's the belly. Oh, fat fingers, come on. That's a platinum. There, you can see the inner membrane there. It's just clear. Can I have your head out, buddy? Wake up. There you go, sweetie. Beautiful snake. Really nice platinum. That, a lot of people would call that a platinum Anery because it's, I mean, it shows, but, I mean, compared to the real deal, it's something else altogether. All right. Boy, guys, no albinos. This is like, I raised this female 6 years, hoping, please, 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 give me a het albino in such a small snake. And I don't know. It's not looking good. Not looking good. I mean, gorgeous babies. Phenomenal babies. And
Not
they're
looking
all
good with the
50%
albino
offset.
odds.
What's that?
Not looking good with the albino odds.
Well, yeah, there might be none because the mom's only, she's 66% like probable het. Hi, this one's jumping out. There's a platinum. I love platinums because, wow, this guy really did a number on his egg. The platinums look like wild types. They've got all the pattern and beauty and everything of wild type. They just have some amped up yellow coloration. So it's really fun for people that like the wild types. Plus, they've been around in superdwarfs for a really long time, so they're less expensive. This was not a great egg. You can see where it didn't have a lot of surface area over here, but the baby certainly is enthusiastic based on the cuts. Woo! It's a gorgeous platinum Anery, guys. Really, really pretty. So if Anery is your thing and platinum is like an amped up wild type, then platinum Anery is it. You okay, little one? You did not have a great look. It's literally see-through. You can see the baby inside there. Oh yeah, totally fine. Look at that. Hello, beautiful. All right, we're supposed to get 1 in 4 albinos. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and no albinos. Now, obviously, getting that 1 in 4, it's kind of like rolling the dice, you know. Statistically, you hit every number 1 time if you throw a die 6 times, but go try that. It's funny, I brought my daughters to a school, and I was explaining that to kids one time. I used that same analogy, and the girls actually brought some die, and they threw it 6 times, and they got 1 number every time.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, well, whatever. If you're in junior high, it doesn't have to be reality. Get all bloody here. Open up. This one's got a thick eggshell. Oh, my goodness, you guys. It's not that we're missing the odds. They're just at the end.
Brian Cusco says hi.
Woo! What's up, Brian? We got your video coming up next. Probably the coolest green tree python room tour I've ever seen. Look at that. Guys, this is... So, there should only be the chance of purple albinos. This one looks like a lavender with super, super bright peachy background, which means that... this is probably a platinum purple. Oh, yeah, it is. That's it, guys. She's a het albino, and we have an albino there. I would love to get a male from this bloodline because then I can run the, you know, it's like 4 generations to this point to get that animal. So all I want to do is get into that, crack into that 5th generation by grabbing a male and running it back.
Carolina wants the purple.
Yep, and even if this one is not Anery, which it's not, that's cool because it's a het Anery. So I can run it back to pure superdwarf. I'd love to get a snow, but now we know it's at least a chance. Lauren, good job, mama. She's got the good genetics. That also means that the majority of these babies, because we miss the odds of the albino, you have to get one from mom and one from dad. And when they don't line up, you don't get an albino. But it statistically means most of these are
Sorry,
going to be
Joe,
hets.
I didn't recognize the name.
All right. Oh, we got another one. This one's a snow. So this is an albino and an Anery. Let's see if it's a platinum. You can see how hard it is. It's like, okay, I want a platinum snow male. You know what I mean? You have to get a snow, which so far we have one in the clutch. Then it's got to be platinum, which only half of them will be. And then it's got to be a male, which only half of them will be. Hello! Gorgeous.
So pretty.
Look at that. I can't quite tell if it's a platinum or not, but it's definitely a snow. We'll see it out of the egg. To me, it looks like it is a platinum. But we'll get a better look once she or he is out.
That was lucky number 5, too.
Was it? That was yours? Wow. That doesn't mean you get to keep it, Erica.
Sure it does.
All right, we got one more. Let's see if we can make up for the odds. Bad odds earlier. Ah, we did!
It was just
That's
saving
fine.
it for
They're
last.
just messing with me at this point. Keeping the suspense. Look at that. Wow. There's another purple snow. So we got the albinos and they hit on Anerys. And these two look quite different. So this one's got a real thick, bold, contrasting pattern. I'm thinking that's probably, quote unquote, just a purple snow, even though that's fantastic for me. And this one is probably the platinum snow.
G.I. Joe wants to know the percentages.
Last 3 eggs. These are 75 percenters. Well, these are from one of the Bilbo females, so they're 75% super dwarf. I believe they're 12.5% Jamp on mom's side and 6.25 on dad's side. I'll have to double check the Jamp sauce ratios for that. But really just focusing on getting the good looks of the Jamps into the high saddle counts and everything. So these are 75% super dwarf albinos. And so if we do have a purple platinum snow, that makes it the highest percentage visual snow that we have to work with, which would be great. So probably, and it's not just percentages, guys, because on paper, it can be anything, right? What you want is the small size. So if you're just joining in, you'll have to go back to the beginning of this video once it's fully uploaded and see just how small mom is. She's teeny tiny. And so that's the criteria that I'm using to say that these are going to be fantastic small super dwarf bloodlines. Dad's even smaller than she is. Both of them super sweet. It's literally everything you could want. So that's awesome. 3 snows. So what do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 eggs. And so if 1 in 4 was going to be an albino, we hit it exactly.
Yeah.
We got 3 albinos. And then where the Anery and albino lines up is great too. So theoretically, this is a platinum. And if this one's a platinum, either one of them will work for me as a male. It'd be better to have a snow, but I would be totally fine having an albino. What kind of... So guys... This is 4 generations, right? Because you make 50% hets, you breed those. You make 75% hets, you breed those. These are from relatively unrelated bloodlines, too. So good, strong, healthy stuff to base the future on. The next generation, it only jumps to 87.5, but it's going to be a big deal if you use a pure super dwarf female and a male from such a tiny bloodline. They're going to be microscopic. So the question is this: what locality, if I had a purple snow male that was really high percentage super dwarf, what locality super dwarf should I go to next? Would you guys do Kalatoa again? Go right up to 87.5? Something maybe more exotic like a Karampa or a Madu? Or maybe you'd mix it up all together and go with one of the even wilder but a little bit bigger bloodlines like a Tombalongan.
We got one Karampa.
One vote for Karampa. Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool? Karampa Platinum Snows. Yeah, they're super contrasty and bright. Although, if you like the color, look at these platinum Anerys again. If you like the color of these, check these out.
Wickens sorry.
What's up, Wickens?
Said to compare the size of the snakes to a reptile YouTuber. My English is not Englishing today.
We don't want to make fun of you this early in the morning, Adam. They're no Johnny Venom, we'll say that. But yeah, if you like these beautiful lavender and purple tones, then I think Madhu would be the way to go because they bring this really blue base to the equation. But if you like the stark contrast like some of these platinums have, then Karampa would be the way to go.
Got a
Especially
vote for
thicker
Coyote
blacks.
and Tombalongan.
Coyotes are very colorful.
Got
Tombalongans are
2 for
altogether
Tombalongan.
different. So,
Kyria says Madhu.
the great thing is if we do get a male, we can do it all. You could do it all in one season. I'm just going to open up number 12 a little more here. Freedom Breeder style. Rip that egg open. So, there you got a normal. Well, guys, if you guys enjoy joining us on these live streams, it's actually kind of hard to throw some stuff together with all the things that we have going on here to share this stuff with you. But I will tell you what, we'll put the hashtag on here. This is officially Clutch 5. So that would be hashtag CL26005 for this year.
We still got some
exciting.
concerns on number 13.
Number 13, sleepy number 13 over here. It's fine. It's inside the inner sac. Let's go ahead here. Let me give my fat finger tool. Come here, bud. See the inner sac with the veins laying in there? So bring the head out. Get a breath. That's that inner sac right there. See? So we can pop it. Come here. And it's totally normal and fine for them to be sleepy in the beginning. You just want to get that breath. And all these bubbly ones, you know they've been breathing for a while. There you are. Yeah, totally good. No problems. Oh, there's a little tongue flick. Oh, first breaths. See the cheeks opening? Look at that, guys. Trying to expel some of that liquid. Watch its cheeks on the sides. You'll see that baby taking its first breath. There's another one. Here, watch one more. Just get real close and see. And come on. One cool thing about these superdwarves, look at these like abs going up the side. They have like a different scalation than the mainlands. Almost looks more like a Timor python, which is their next close. There it is, big breath. Good job, baby. All right.
Definitely think number 5's my favorite.
Number 5. Well,
Yeah.
I think that's the coup de grace there. I think that's the everything snake. See how this one's like very pinkish base, but this one's like opalescent?
Yeah.
That's why I think that's a platinum. Hard to see on a snow. Look at that. Hi. Good morning. No, number 13's way too cute. Awesome pattern, too. So, also, just so you guys know, if there's a super dwarf that you've been wanting, even if you're like, I don't know if I'm ready to buy, and you send an email to info@reachoutReptiles, you can let us know, and we'll put you on a waiting list. I mean, the way that we go about selling these snakes is we call the people who wanted to know availability and pricing on a waiting list very first. You know, then we'll, once they have their 6 meals in it, and you guys get first picks of the clutch too, because they're all going to be different. Then from there, we put stuff, like the last step is like morph market. But from there, we might offer them to some people that we know we're looking for some things, and then we'll go through, pick a lot of our stuff out. That's actually the first step. And then we may even throw a couple out on something like Palm Street. If you join Palm Street, they do some auctions and things like that so that we can move some animals quickly. And then at the end, if we have anything left at all, it goes on morph market. So probably, I don't know, maybe a third of the clutch attached here at Reach Out Reptiles will never make it. Actually, it's probably more than that. We'll never make it to any kind of advertisement online. So if you sit around and you wait to like window shop the inventory or whatever, that's the very last step for us. So first step, if you want to be right in there, you want to jump on the waiting list. And if you want to see videos like this all the time, I mean, it's fun to jump up here on YouTube publicly for everybody all the time, but we do a lot more stuff like this in our Patreon group.
We have a question about what would you suggest for someone looking for a pet and not a breeder?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a matter of your personal preference and your price range. So I would stay small. This is a very good bloodline. These 75% super dwarves, these are going to be head Anery, pos head albino. So the price is not going to be very much. I would say that the males on this clutch are probably like maybe $550 or something like that. If there, I only see 1, 2, 3 wild types. So one of those might be a male. So if you want the ultimate, like, I mean, you saw that female, she's like ball python or small carpet python size. If you wanted a pet and one of these was a male, that would be a great one. But those are the kind of snakes that sell immediately because a lot of people want good bloodlines, high quality, low price pets. So they're going to start there. Something like one of these snows is probably at their percentage going to be more like, I don't know, somewhere from $6,000 to $8,000, and if it's platinum, more. Ultimately, though, I'm probably going to keep all 3 of these albinos regardless of the sex, unless I get a couple males. So the platinum Anerys and stuff, those guys will all be for sale. But the morph doesn't matter if it's a pet, you know, other than to you. So see what you like. If you like the platinum look, that's there. You pay a couple $100 more. We've got 1, 2, 3 platinums, 3 wild types. Any of these from a small size and sweet demeanor, healthy and everything like that, are going to be a great option. You just got to email us at info@reachoutreptiles.com. Let us know what you think. So, and females cost a little bit more than males. You guys can watch some of our videos too on how much do superdoors cost and the pricing and how all that works. But again, if you want to follow along with all of them and just see the one like, oh, the little platinum has a heart on its pattern, and you're like, I want the one with the heart or something like that, then you know, the best place to do it is catch us on Patreon. That's where we would be. So that's pretty exciting. We got a new tiny head albino. What do you think? New as in 6 years old. What do you think? Close us out. What's your ultimate wisdom?
Clutch is very pretty and very small.